You're talking to stream. Fuck, wrong one. Sorry.
Hello everyone, welcome to the first low wink since Animal Crossing released. Or is it the second? I can't remember. Regardless, we actually have 85 teams registered and playing today. The largest low wink I can remember in ages. I'm here today with my good friend.
Hello guys, it's Silverness. So yeah, this is my first time commentating for the low ink. Hope to have lots of fun talking to you guys.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. You know, it's gonna be a pretty long tournament ahead of us as well, so there's gonna be a lot of good squid action happening for everybody here. In the meantime, however, we're going to be starting out with two teams that we actually haven't seen in this tournament before. We're going to be starting off with round one, Deathwish versus Squisters. Now, of the two teams, frankly, as neither of them have actually really played in this tournament before, I don't really think I can even start to really give a lot of information. So all of us are really just going to be starting off all together and seeing how things go. I know Deathwish personally pretty well. I know Straw is pretty fierce on front lines, so definitely she's going to be someone to watch in this. But Squisters, we're going to have to find out together. So we'll be starting out with Rainmaker on Inkling Art Academy. Mr. Silverness, what can you tell everybody about this match, and what do you think is going to go down here?
So, straight off the bat on this map, I think it's really important to control mid. And I'd like to really see how these teams do it. You mentioned Straw as a frontliner. I'm not sure what weapons they play, but I know Tenatech is really good on this map. The Tenatech splatter shot. So if we could see that and some inkjets coming out, that would be really exciting.
I think so. You know, this match is actually pretty interesting, though. Rainmaker in general, you're going to have a lot faster moving objective. So oftentimes you're not going to be wanting to control mid, you're going to be wanting to control much closer or further parts of the map to your spawn or to theirs. So likewise, you know, it'll be pretty interesting to see just how well they can push right through the elevated area of the plat and really put some points on the board. So we'll see how things go. Both teams are actually just getting ready here. Honestly, on this map, what weapons do you think we can actually see here?
Maybe actually like a roller. I know rollers like to shark below the little platform and just kill the people that are just dropping down. Blasters. Lots of bombs are really useful to throw on their plat, so you can get easy control. But I'm not really too sure.
All right, according to chat, actually, Squisters is the best team in the Netherlands, quote unquote, according to their past national championships. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I guess they haven't played in Ludi before. Here we start off, however.
We see one pick coming out from the Rainmaker. The Rainmaker pop.
Absolutely. One pick on the side of Deathwish right here. They're stalling a little bit, though. They're not pushing forward too hard yet. Playing it a little bit safe here. Flank goes down again as well. So that is going to be another slow one pick at a time. They've got a left flank there, too, on the left right there.
Yeah, they do see two. This Junior is trying to stay alive right now. Has two on him, though.
He is a little bit exposed. Worst comes to worst, he's got to fall back a little bit. The rest of his team, they're going to have to focus right here on being a little bit more mobile. He does get some shots there on the one on the right, but he does go down. Squisters are going to put some points on the board first. Looks like Deathwish really unable to capitalize on their early picks right there. They're going to start pushing through plat. Here comes the inkjet, and there you go. The Rainmaker is elevated, and they almost have control.
Who the T-Tech trying to push in, though.
Absolutely.
Doesn't quite get it.
That's a nice stop right there for the T-Tech. However, Squid Sisters still have the upper hand in this right here. Ooh, the front line does go down. Kino gets a really important pick if they can make anything more out of this. No, and the Rainmaker keeps going. This is really bad. And they push it all the way to 8.
Still a really good push.
Absolutely phenomenal push and a great start to the match right there by Squisters. However, Deathwish, they can still make a pretty big comeback in this. Even during that push, things looked relatively even. It just looked like Squisters, honestly, just had a much better time pushing objective because they're frankly better at it as a team. Oh, it's a nice pick right there on the flank by Viv. And 2 down, this is going to be their chance to push in, but they've got to be really careful right here because Squisters does have their specials ready. And there's a flank.
2 coming up, yeah. 2 coming up on the right. Rainmaker trying to push up this uninkable.
And all he's going to be able to get out of that is a trade right there. And it is going to be a full wipe for Deathwish. Squisters is going to get in much quicker. They had 1 not go down, so they're going to be able to retake mid right here, while Deathwish has to start working on respawning and setting up for another push. You're going to see 1 go down right here, actually, on the side of Deathwish. Make that. That is a full wipe.
Let's see what they can do with this. Popping center missiles. That's 3 down.
This is a really scary situation right here. Viv's got to come up with a stop, and he can't.
Wow.
Game 1 is going to go to Squisters. That was a pretty fast match. Squisters was definitely a little bit better at taking advantage of their picks and pushing forward with them.
Yeah, whenever they had the full whip, they already had the Rainmaker, so they could just very quickly move up.
Yeah, Deathwish, whenever they got a pick, they tended to play a little bit back and stall a little bit. And as a team, they generally played a little bit slower. So we'll see how they can play in a mode that isn't Rainmaker and see if that evens things up just a little bit.
Yeah, Clan Blitz definitely one of the more complex modes in this game, so...
I mean, Clan Blitz is definitely still a very fast-paced mode. In theory, it's all about just how quickly you can push forward on objective when you have everything ready. Unfortunately, there's so much stall time in between pushes that you have plenty of time to play slow if you really, really need to.
Mm-hmm. Something interesting, actually, Squisters is pretty much immediately getting ready.
Yeah, I guess they're probably not going to be changing anything. There actually are some tactics that some teams use, however, to try to tell the other team that they're switching weapons even when they're not. Try to play a little bit of mind games. You just sit there and don't press A for a long time. And just let the other team kind of think, oh, they're switching, what are we going to have to do? But none of those tactics coming out from Squid Sisters right here. They are just going straight for the A button.
Yeah. Manta Maria.
Possibly a few changes here coming out from Deathwish. We'll see on the open here who can really control top greats better.
Oh, very big change for Deathwish.
Well, really a pretty big change all around.
Ever seen the machine come out? Very quick armor coming out.
They're ready to push in hard. There is going to be 1 down on the side of Deathwish already. The ballpoint
down.
3 down.
Wow.
That is a full wipe. The ballpoint is respawning.
He's trying to get a pick. Goes down with 3 on him.
Unfortunately, just getting a little bit too close to the ledge there. Remember, on a push back in, a good lesson to be learned is generally just getting too close to a ledge is a very easy way to die. And it looks like Squisters is already going to push objective all the way down to 20 with under 1 minute into the match, down to 17, 14.
14 now. It's 2 down now.
They have the clams for the knockout.
And
Oh, great
wow,
booyah.
that was really fast.
That was perfect execution on the wipe and on the opener by Squisters. Really, really good job there.
And these sets are play all 3, so we will be seeing another match.
You know, though, if I was down 0-2 right here, we've all been there. And what you really have to do is you just have to sit back and say, all right, but every game counts, especially in Swiss. So if you can pull out a 2-1, it could make a big difference later on in final placements in Swiss.
Yeah, when the points are getting added up and we have to tally up everything.
So never let one game go and never give up.
Of course.
Tower control, however, a very, very slow mode as far as objective is concerned. It's pretty much stationary.
Yeah, the tower always moving at set speed, except at checkpoints. If you have multiple people, then it will move. But of course, the checkpoints are going to be stationary.
Absolutely. So we'll see if this right here plays into Deathwish's hands just a little bit better than those two much faster modes. Squister looks like a much faster team, so we'll have to see if this really makes much of a difference here. Do we think we're going to see the ballpoint come out from Deathwish again, though?
Maybe not on this map. On Manta, it's very strong because of the top grades, but I don't really see as much strength here. But it could definitely happen. It does support a lot, so if they run really aggressive, then they could definitely pull it out again to get the rain and so much pain out.
Yeah, I agree. I'd be very surprised right here if we see the ballpoint again over something like a heavy remix. Oh, we see a Hydra coming out on Squisters and a heavy remix right there from Deathwish, just as I predicted, I guess.
To see double splatling too with the Nautilus.
Absolutely. This is a very good Hydra map, though. If the Hydra knows how to position and play properly, this could be a little bit of trouble for Deathwish to deal with if they're going to play slow.
Yeah, we see an armor, but they're not actually using it yet. Perhaps waiting for a better push.
I don't think they're ready to really push in. One armor and a bomb kill right there. All right. Well, one down. Time to get on tower. Tomb down.
I believe I saw one jump out actually.
Yeah, it's time for them to push right through. Take these lockers over here and start pushing up forward. Inkjets and specials.
Yeah.
They do come out.
Oh, the missiles though, getting a kill. The Hydra is so slow. Didn't have time to reposition.
I know that feeling.
The heavy getting pressure by the blaster. Blaster does get the kill.
Yeah, unfortunately, heavy just getting a little too close to the ledge there. Two do go down on the side of Deathwish. Blaster is going to push up pretty hard and try to capitalize on this even further. Inkjet does come out, so they're ready to push forward. They are on tower, getting through the checkpoint.
That's 2 down. 3 down already. Just a junior.
All the way on the right, and they go down.
We're already seeing really good positioning. They're already up on their plat, pushing through the ramp.
Yeah, they did an excellent job pushing through and pushing forward. This might be a lockout situation right here.
Yeah.
15. Now all the way down to 10. Nautilus is going to try to come in from the side, make a stop.
Hydra gets him though. That's 3-0. Very dominant performance from Squisters.
Yeah, phenomenal performance right there from both teams. But Squid Sisters, even more so, they're going to come away with the W for this round 1. Well, I'm going to thank everybody for watching this round 1 here, and we will be right back with you shortly for round 2 when everything is ready.